Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. It is rainy outside, so I thought it would be a great day to do a recap of 2023. So I had a lot happening in 2023. So my very first video that I ever put out, and I'm going to share a clip with you later on in the video, was in June of 2022. And it took me 7 months to get monetized, and I'm very blessed, and thank you so much for all of those first 1,000 subscribers that I had. Those are the very hardest ones to get, is the very first 1,000. So thank you for the first 1,000 people that supported me. I so appreciate that. And currently, right now, I'm at 52 or 5,300 subscribers, and I want to thank you all that have subscribed to me. But however, and I do have lots of viewers, 80% of viewers that have not subscribed. So if you would consider to hit that little subscribe button for me, I would so appreciate it. And all the likes that you have from this video, if you'll just go ahead and hit that like video, because I know you're gonna like this video just as much as I am enjoying videoing it for you today. So now that we've got all those subscribe and likes out of the way, so let me go ahead and just tell you about my year. So the very most exciting thing, of course, was February that I got monetized. Monetized means that I got my 1,000 subscribers and my 4,000 watch minutes, and after that I was able to get paid for Google AdSense. So that's how most YouTubers get paid. So they either get paid by the Google ads or they have some kind of sponsorships. So looking forward to those days when I get sponsored as well. But I know that most of the time it takes, from what I'm gathering, around 50,000 subscribers or 50,000 views on a regular video in order to get those big sponsorships. So I'm looking forward to those days as well. Now, do I feel like YouTube is worth it? Absolutely. I have grown so much doing YouTube. I've learned new skills and I've got out of my comfort zone. And for one thing, I felt like God is doing what He wanted me to do. And that is the number one reason why I feel like I'm doing YouTube. I would watch Laura with Garden Answer and some of the other YouTube videos that were out there. Of course, Laura with Garden Answer was the biggest one because this was probably 5 years ago. And now there's a lot of new people that are doing gardening channels now. But I would watch all these videos and I would be like, you know, like my garden looks just as good as theirs and I could probably do just as a good job as them. And boy, did I like have a kick in my butt because I turned that camera on and I was just completely like shocked. Like I had everything in my mind that I need and know that I wanted to say. And as soon as I turned this camera on, I just could not say it. So it is harder than what you think, I promise you. But I've learned a lot. I've gotten out of my zone and people will ask me like, how did you learn that skill? I'm like, just by doing it. That's how you learn that skill. So your first videos, by the way, if you're new to YouTube or want to do YouTube, they are not going to be as great. So just get out there and just do it and put it out there for everybody to see, and you're going to get better and better as it goes. So I feel like I can talk to the camera and I'm like talking to you guys. So I'm so not perfect all the times. I'm always constantly losing my words, but that's just me. And I'm a lot more comfortable than what I was, I promise you. So you can go back and look at some of my earlier videos last June, July in 2022, and you will see. But I do have a really nice clip of my very first video that I'm going to share with you. So another thing that was very exciting that happened to me in 2023, I submitted my garden pictures to Laura with Garden Answer, and she put me on her video. Now she's got several, so make sure you go back and look at those, especially while it's dreary outside like it is right now. But I was on her Beautiful Gardens #3, and it's got / Garden Answer. So I have that little clip that I want to share with you, and here it is.
This is from Backyard Blooms with Kim, Zone 8. Whoa. So we've got a statue there that's just tucked in among a bunch of panicle hydrangeas, which you left the blooms on, and that really looks good in this application for sure. Having that winter interest, there's a magnolia there to the left and arborvitae behind the hydrangeas. I don't know what that little lollipop is, but that's really cute. Kim said she's watched this for 3 to 4 years before starting her own garden. She's been very inspired. Oh, so much. I'm doing a channel on my own garden. Awesome. Thanks for all the blessings you have given us. That's so sweet. Oh, got a double rainbow kind of framing in this shot.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Look at all of those hydrangeas. Look at the front of the house. Whoa. Hibiscus. Is that coleus there? That dark color in the background. And then supertunia, which looks to be like, is that Vista jazzberry? It looks kind of like, it's not the fuchsia, is it? That one's a little bit more of a tropical-y orange pink. The jazzberry is much more of a cool pink. It's beautiful. And then this next one, Kim says it's an English garden with David Austin roses and sprinter boxwoods. And there's a Galloway urn in there. Oh, and here's a picture of that same area. So let's look at it again in the wintertime with the statue, and now look at it in the summertime. Not amazing? Oh, winter arrangements, how fun. And some Easter decor, my favorite. I love all of the soft pastel colors. I love the bunnies on the windows. Oh, and then a backed up view, you can see the gorgeous tree backdrop that you have. That is really nice. There's a fire pit area right there with boxwoods around it. That'll be a gorgeous hedge one day. Oh, I can see the Galloway urn from a different view with a sign that says Kim's Rose Garden. Your boxwoods look very healthy.
I hope you enjoyed that little clip from Laura with Garden Answer. And yes, those super petunias are Vista Jazzberry, and that coleus is called Newly Noir, and both of those are proven winners. Another thing that was really exciting that happened to me in 2023 was that Janey from Dig, Plant, Water, and Repeat, I have to always think about that, she asked for images of our garden, which does well in your zone. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, zone 8, so I submitted pictures of my garden for zone 8. And she asked a question. She said, what plants work for your zone? So I told her all the plants that work well for my zone and some of my challenges in my garden. So let's watch a little clip from Janey with Dig, Plant, Water, and Repeat.
Next Zone 8 garden is Kim's garden. Kim gardens in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she says her garden is Zone 8, but on the border of Zone 7B. But Kim, I wonder if that has changed now with the new USDA zone map. Let us know, because I know you sent this in before the announcement. Kim does have a YouTube channel called Backyard Blooms with Kim. I'll link it down below. She says that plants that thrive in her Charlotte, North Carolina garden are hollies, boxwoods, panicle hydrangea, David Austin roses, coneflowers, nepeta, and most perennials. She says hardy geranium is one of my favorites, such as Roxanne, Proven Winners, Pugster, Butterfly Bush does well, Camellias do great. She says the hardest challenge that she faces in her garden is the hard clay and heat of summer. And if she could give one piece of advice for other gardeners, it would be to learn how to plant in hard clay. Don't let the soil scare you off. Also, adding drip and mulch is just as important as amending the soil. So just wait till you see this. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's so pretty, Kim. This is gorgeous. You can see her hydrangeas are absolutely beautiful. I think is that the hardy geranium down there? It's kind of hard to see. But then the statues in your garden are just really, really beautiful. Then we have a little doggo here that is just the cutest thing in the world and obviously enjoying the view. Where do you get your pots and your statues from, Kim? Because they're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning in your garden. Look at this rose here. That is incredible, and it looks like the happiest rose ever. And then this is the picture I wanted to show you all. Look at this combination of annuals she has here. I can see sweet potato vine, I can see gomphrena, I can see some petunias. That looks like Supertunia persimmon, Supertunia mini vista yellow. I have a fly that is bugging me. Country living annoyances. Anyway, Kim, this is a beautiful, beautiful combination of plants. It completely caught my eye and it was gorgeous. And then again, look at this. I mean, look at this. Look at how pretty. And I love the color of your house, by the way. That is a beautiful, beautiful color. You can see she's got cone flowers here, more of the panicle hydrangeas, and then more hostas. And it is just gorgeous. You have a beautiful, beautiful garden. And I can't believe you have hard clay soil because it doesn't look like it. It's really, really stunning. So thank you, Kim, for sending these in. Your garden is beautiful. Make sure you check out her YouTube channel. I will link it down below.
And yes, Janie, all those gorgeous pots that I have in my garden, the ones that are in my cottage garden that looks like a basket weave, they came from Wilson's Nursery in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And all the other containers that I have in my garden came from Unique Stone. Unfortunately, you cannot order straight from Unique Stone. You have to go through a retailer. But you can go on their website and look up the retailers, and you can find who sells Unique Stone in your zone. So this next clip that I want to share with you came from my July 2023 garden tour. And I want to share this with you because it was my #1 video of all time. And I got 112,000 views on this video. So I hope you enjoyed this little clip of my July 2023 garden tour. And look at this, you guys. This 3-tiered container from, what is the name? Kinsman Company is doing really, really pretty. So it's just 3 tiers and it has the cocoa liners and it's made with really, really nice quality materials here. And I love how, like, on the side here, I've got the white and it just looks like it's layering down like a veil. Like, look how pretty that is all the way to the ground. It's just really, really pretty. Let me show you back up. Does it not kind of look like a veil? So I probably could have done the pink as well. It would have been pretty to do the pink here, and then all the way down in another pink on the ground. Maybe next year, but I do like these plants right here together in this container. I think it looks really, really gorgeous. I liked my idea the first time, but it didn't take. So this one does really, really well. Someone commented that I had too many plants in here, but they're all holding their own in there together. And look, I actually have one of the caladiums trying to peek out that's doing much better. I have another, I thought I got all of them out, but I didn't. I have another caladium in here. And the pentas are much happier being in full sun. Cut the cat's pajamas back and we pruned this juniper. It's already put on some new growth. So here's the containers. Like, you can see that I did spray these for budworms, but I'm gonna have to spray them again. I don't have near the many blooms as I used to have. But I have the Queen Tut in here and the Gumfrina and then the Lime Coleus, along with the Snowdrift as well. But you can see I do have some damage on these too. Look. Do you see how it's eating them? And I did spray these, but I guess I'm gonna have to spray it heavier with BT. And I'll throw the BT symbol up there for you. So 2 more containers right here with this very similar flowers in them, super bells. And then this is my drift of petunias here, mixed with the Gumfrina. So this is the new persimmon that was out this year. And then I have the Mini Vista yellow super bells that are mixed in with that. And this one is called Midnight, I believe. I'll look it up and make sure I got the right name of the purple one. Just a whole big drift right here in the very front of the garden. And of course, this is a showstopper right now. This is the hardy hibiscus, and this one is berry awesome, I believe. And yes, like these blooms are like dinner plate blooms, and they only last for one day, but there's so many buds on this bush right here, this is a perennial, comes back each year, but look how so pretty that is. Look at all that pollen just laying there on this bloom. And then I have my David Austin climbing lady by the lake behind that. And I'm trying to have this growing up that post right there. And then I have a hedge of the sprinter boxwoods in the back with 2 spiral boxwoods here in front. And then my Japanese maple that is a dwarf right there in the center. I hope you enjoyed that little clip of all my summer planting. I really thought that persimmon was super, super cherry. And those yellow flowers in the front were not super bells. They were mini Vista petunias. I didn't even realize that until I looked back at the video. Oh well. This next clip that I want to share with you came from my very first video of June of 2022. And you can hear in my voice that I was very nervous. You can hear when I get crackly or if I get teary-eyed or emotional about something, you can hear that crackle in my voice. But anyways, I hope you enjoy this next little clip, and I hope you get some inspiration from all these super petunias that I put in my very front garden. I think I shared with you at least 3 or 4 summers of petunias, and I plant in big drifts in my very front garden to give that big pop of color. And these are all the beautiful annuals that I have designed this year. This is my 3rd year of gardening in this front yard. And I try to change it up every single year. In the wintertime, I look at different videos, different things from proven winners on Instagram, new flowers coming out for the year, and I try to figure out what color and what design that I want to do for the year. So I do have about, I'm gonna say 12 to 13 jazzberry super petunias in here, and most likely 10 to 12 of the white knight lobulera. So I have learned from Laura to plant in masses to get a big effect, and as you can see, I have a big effect. I'll show you a picture of the very beginning when I did plant these and how much they've grown within a month and a half. I had been gardening at this house for the last 5 years, and before I even considered at all doing any kind of YouTube, my garden was pretty much complete at 3.5 years in. I was excited about that because I was able to share with you a gorgeous garden right off the bat, but kind of sad because I wasn't able to bring you along with the journey. But I do have several videos that I talk about landscape ideas and how I kind of went about it. So you can kind of go back and binge some of those videos if you'd like. But my most exciting thing for gardening was the West Side garden that was new to me this year at my house. And I pretty much did that garden because it was on a hill and I wanted to plant it up so I can prevent erosion. I know that I live in a neighborhood, most people do live in an HOA, and the houses are kind of close together, so that area over there doesn't get a lot of sun for that sod to grow really well. And the way it rains and the way it drains, it would just kind of take off that top layer of soil. So I'm pretty excited and hope that this garden is going to bring some me enjoyment and you enjoyment as well, and it will prevent that erosion. And I'm really excited because I can look out my windows. I've got several windows on that side of the house, and I can see all my gorgeous flowers that I have out there. And do you see these gorgeous tulips that I have behind me? That's what I get to look at right now. So that was a big achievement for me in my garden in 2023. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I am so glad that you got to take this journey with me in 2023. Sometimes I really have to take a step back, and this is good advice, and I still have to listen to my advice all the time, is that my journey is my journey, and I cannot compare myself to any other channel. So thank you so much for coming along with me on my journey of Backyard Blooms with Kim, and I'll see you in the next video, friends. Bye.